Okay, so good day everyone. Last meeting we have tackled the annuity, right? Yung pinakasimula ng annuity. And we know that we have four types of annuity. So we have ordinary, deferred, annuity due, and then perpetuity. Last time, natackle natin si ordinary and deferred annuity. So today, didiscuss naman natin si annuity due. Okay, when we say annuity due, it's like ordinary annuity. But then, no, again, no annuity due, series then of equal payments. But um, instead na magsisimula siya at the end of each period, which is the ordinary annuity po yun, ang annuity due, nagsisimula siya no, at the beginning of each period. Okay? So, again, no, si ordinary annuity begins at the end of each period. So, let's say, from 0th year up to first year, nagsimula siya first year. Si annuity due, from 0 year to first year, nagsimula siya in a 0th year, which is the present time where the payment occur. Okay? At the beginning of each period po siya. So, dito, no, makikita natin dito sa cash flow diagram natin, we have 0 up to nth year. No? And itong nth year na to, it can be any number. No? It can be 8, 9, or 10. And during each period, magbabayad tayo ng payment or annuity. Meron tayong annuity during 0th year, which is the beginning of each, no, or the beginning of the period. We will going also to pay in the first, second, third, and up to nth year. So we can determine the future value of the this annuity, and we can also get the present value of this annuity. So if we want to know the present value, we use the formula annuity is equals to 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n all over I. Now, take note, this is the formula for ordinary annuity. But, considering na yung payment natin magsisimula siya at the beginning, let's say in 0th year, right? Beginning of the year, no, bago pa lumipas yung isang taon, dito na palilipason sa usad na taon. So, at the beginning pa lang, magbabagay na tayo ng annuity. So, i-consider natin yung interest at the beginning. No? Sa simula pa lang, magbibigay na tayo ng interest rather. Kaya meron tayong multiplier dito na 1 plus I. No? So, yung I dito is the interest, no, rate per interest period. You have also the number of interest period, which is the N. We have also the annuity and at the same time the present value or the present worth. Then we can also have the future. No? If we're going to compute for the future value of these annuities na binayaran natin taon-taon, we will going to use the formula A times 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 all over I, which is the future worth ng isang ordinary annuity. But since we are dealing with annuity due, we have the factor na 1 plus I, no? Considering, again, the interest rate at the beginning of the period. So, for example, we have two example here. So, first, sabi niya, what is the current value of $50 payment to be made at the beginning of each year for the 3 years if the prevailing rate of interest is 7% compounded annually? Okay, so we determine the given of the problem. So in the first problem, we have a $50 payment. $50 payment. So, itong $50 payment na to, this will be the annuity na babayaran mo taon-taon. Right? So, 50. So, alisin muna natin yung dollar sign. Then, to be made at the beginning of each year. So, ito yung keyword natin, beginning of each word, that identified na annuity due yung gagamitin natin. So, for 3 years, right? The 3 years, we have N is equals to 3, which is the number of period. The interest rate annually, no, is 7%. So, we have I is equal to 7%, 0.07. Then, pinapakuha sa atin yung current value, which is the present worth. So, we know that the formula for present worth, that is equal to A is 1. So, that is A multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N all over I. Multiply, since annuity due siya, meron kang multiplier na 1 plus I. Okay? So, it will be equal to 50 multiplied by 1 minus 1.07 raised to negative 3 all over I 0.07 multiplied by 1.07. Okay? So, the present worth will be equal to, let me compute, 22.48 dollars. So, this is the present worth of the annuity. No? After, no, kinonsider natin na 3 years, nagbigay tayo ng annuity. If, no, kukunin natin, isosum natin yun, and kukunin natin yung present worth nung annuity na yun, mga annuity na yun, ang present worth niya is $22.48. Okay? Okay, next example. So, next example is what is the accumulated value of $25 payment to be made at the beginning of each year of the next 3 years if the prevailing rate of interest is 9% compounded annually. So, ang pinapakuha dito, accumulated value, which means this will be the future worth rather, no? Of a $25 payment. $25 payment, this will be our annuity. No? And then, yung $25 payment, magsisimula siya at the beginning of each period. Beginning of each period. So, this will become annuity due. No? Pinapakuha dito yung, this refers, nang gagamitin nating formula is for annuity due. And then, binigyan tayo ng N, the number of period, with interest rate, annual interest rate na 9%. Okay? So, again, we use the the formula for future. Right? The formula for future, that is annuity multiplied by 1 plus I raised to N plus 1, minus 1 rather, all over I times 1 plus I raised to N. Tingnan natin kung tama. So, 1 plus I raised to N. Ay, okay. Sorry, wala tayong N. Then, sulat natin yung value of annuity dito. Annuity, yung binayaran niya, each year is $25. We have interest of 0.09. And then, we have a number of years na 3. Tama ba? 3. Okay. So, future amount, accumulated amount that will be equal to 25 multiplied by 1.09 times, raised to 3 minus 1.09 times 1.09. So, ang future value natin is equal to 25, again, 1.09. Let me compute first. That is $89.33. Ito yung future worth niya. Or ito yung accumulated. Accumulated worth. So, yan. Okay? So, next, we have another type of annuity, which is the perpetuity. So, when we say perpetuity, again, it is a uniform payments which are done infinitely. Okay? Walang katapusan. No? It is also called as perpetual annuity. No? So, dito, dito sa cash flow diagram, nag-umpisa siyang magbayad ng annuity, mag-uumpisang magbayad ng annuity, no, at the end of the year, no? End of the year. So, ito yung present natin, let's say present dito. I mean, kung ito yung today, nire-represent siya ng 0, magbabayad siya at the end of the year, which is considered as first year. So, tuloy-tuloy na yan. Okay? Perpetual. Tuloy-tuloy. So, we can also get the future value and the present worth value by using this formula. And for ordinary perpetuity, we have also two types pala. We have also two types of perpetuity, the ordinary and deferred perpetuity. Now, if we're going to consider ordinary perpetuity, we have this formula. Pag sinabi natin again, ordinary perpetuity, nagsimula yung payment, no, after a period. So, halimbawa, yung focal date mo is 0, then, nagsimula kang magbigay ng annuity or magbayad ng annuity after 1 year. Okay? Si deferred perpetuity, no, from yung pinag-aralan natin last week, deferred perpetuity, nagsisimula siya na magbigay, no, magbayad ng ng annuity, no, after several periods, no, with respect to a certain focal date. So, kung ang focal date mo dito is 0, nagbayad ka ng second year, you have a deferred period, which is equal to, how many? 1 and 2. Almost 2, no? 2 yung deferred period, almost 2 yung deferred periods mo. So, yun yung deferred perpetuity. No? Ito, take note, this is infinite. So, for the formula for deferred perpetuity, that will be equal, yung present worth niya will be equal to annuity all over I times 1 plus I raised to negative K. Okay? So, yun yung formula for present worth. So, if we have a problem which is written in the PowerPoint, so we have first problem. Sabi niya, how much should Mr. C invest at the bank that offers 10% interest, so that he would earn 1,000 each year in perpetuity. So what kind of perpetuity is this? No? This is ordinary perpetuity. Okay? So, bakit? Kasi, yung ano natin, yung annual payment natin na 1,000 pesos, right? Ito yung magiging annual payment natin. And each year naman, no? Each year siya magbibigay ng 1,000 pesos na bayad or annuity. In a perpetuity, manner. Tuloy-tuloy. Magbayad niya 1,000 pesos each year. Tuloy-tuloy yan. With 10% interest. So, wala naman siyang deferred period na binanggit, right? So, we can consider this problem as an ordinary perpetuity. So, simple, no? Ang ordinary perpetuity, so, given na meron tayong annuity na 1,000 and a 10% interest, right? So, si ordinary perpetuity, if we're going to look for present value, kasi sinasabi niya, how much, magkano yung kailangan i-invest ni Mr. C. So, present worth siya. So, the present worth will be equal to 1,000 all over 0.10 lang. Yan. So, that is equal to 10,000 pesos. Yung dapat niyang i-invest para hindi siya yung magbabayad ng 1,000 per ano. Para may makuha pala siyang 1,000 each year, no? Earn. Nakaligtaan ko si earn. Okay. And next question, sabi dito, number 2. Don Jose deposited 5 million on a bank that earns 10% compounded annually. 5 years later, he died. He will state that his beneficiary is an orphanage which will be receiving the money in perpetuity a year after he died. So, how much is the yearly fund the orphanage will be receiving? Okay. So, paano kaya ito? Si Don Jose nag-deposit ng 5 million sa bank. Sige nga, ilagyan natin, natin ng cash flow. Si Don Jose, nag-deposit siya ng 5 million. Which earns 10% compounded annually. So, yung interest niya is 10%. Pero sabi dito, 5 years later, he died. Okay. Tapos, so makikinabang ko 5 million na adto. Pagraan niya is isang orphanage. And si orphanage, magre-receive siya ng pera every year in perpetuity. No? So, sabi dito, how much? So, magkano daw yung yearly fund na marireceive ng orphanage? Right? So ito sabihin na natin, 0th year siya nag-deposit ng 5 million pesos. This will be your first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and fifth year. Namatay siya ng fifth year. Ading fifth year, so future worth, kada 5 million, pag-iyon tayo So, future worth, kada 5 million after 5 years, no? Gigibuwan tayong present worth, no? Para maisiyan ta, so perpetuity kada following years, after fifth year, which is the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. etc. No, infinite numbers na yan, tuloy-tuloy na yan. Right? So, first to know is to compute, no, for future worth nitong 5 million pesos. Ano yung magiging future worth ni 5 million pesos after 5 years, right? Tingnan natin. So, how you're going to compute for the future worth? Paano? So, ang future worth natin will be equal to the present value times 1 plus I raised to n. Diba? Yun lang naman ang future worth equation natin or formula. So, we have 5 million pesos multiplied by 1.10 raised to 5. Ilan ang future worth natin? Let me compute. That will be equal to 8,052,550 pesos. Now, the future worth na 8,052,550, amo na di gigibuntang present worth kada 5th year. And ading 8,052,550, amo di so gigibuwon na beneficiary. Itatao sad to beneficiary ni Don Jose, which is an orphanage, no? Orphanage. Ibibigay siya sa orphanage, but then hindi buo. Hindi siya buo ibibigay, no? Yearly may matatanggap lang na annuity or perpetuity si orphanage. So easy yung taking pira magkano yung marireceive ni orphanage yearly. Diba? So, annual payment that orphanage will receive, that is equal to present worth, this one will be equal to annuity multiply by ulit natin 1 plus I raised to negative n, tama ba? Negative k rather. Hindi na siya negative k. Okay, sorry. Hindi siya, ito kasi for deferred annuity to, hindi naman tayo magdi-deferred. Tama ba? Hindi tayo magdi-deferred. Kasi, kung dito siya papasok sa 5th year, ang i-consider na lang natin, dito is yung ibibigay on the 6, 7, 8, and 9th year, which is equal to tama ba? Kasi present siya eh. Yung magiging present na to. So, Itong 8 million, mag-under na lang siya sa parang ano, magiging annuity due na lang yung formula niya. Tama. Magiging annuity due na lang yung formula niya, which is equal, yung present worth is equal to 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n all over I. Unless, magsisimula siya at the end of the pagkamatay niya. Yearly fund. So, okay. Hindi na siya i-consider natin yung tama naman, annuity all over I. Kaso yung factor natin na gagamitin is maiiba. Magiging 1 plus I raised to negative n. Ay, sorry. Wala na. Or magiging ordinary na nga lang siya eh. So, A all over I na lang. Sorry. So, magiging 8 million na to. Di tayo pwedeng gumamit ng deferred annuity kasi nagsimula naman siya after siyang mamatay, no? Magsimulang makatanggap yung orphanage ng annual payment after niya mamatay. No? Let's say in a 6th year, hindi din kasi defined if nakatanggap na agad, no, at the first year, ay at the beginning of the year na namatay siya, or at the end of the first year, din naman nabanggit. But, no, since obviously ibibigay yung annuity, of course, makakatanggap ng annuity that will be in the 6th, 7th, and the following years. So, i-consider natin na ordinary annuity na lang siya. So, that will be equal to A. Ang A is yung hinahanap all over 0.10. Tama. That will be equal to ito, 805,000. 255 yung marireceive ng orphanage annually. Yan. No, kasi hindi tayo pwedeng gumamit ng deferred dito. Kasi nagsimula siya ng payment after siyang mamatay, no? After ni Don Jose mamatay, ibinutang na sad to charity, so sintabo niya, no? Of course, we are including the interest nung 5 taong nabubuhay pa siya, no? Then, the annuity, sabi ko nga yung annuity magsisimula on the 6th year, following year, continuous na yan. So, that will be ordinary annuity lang, no? Deferred annuity siya in terms na itong 5 million, no? Meron tayong 5 million, nangyari in the 5th year nga, namatay siya. So, kukailanganin natin na i-compute yung future value lang niya. So, hindi nga siya, ba't kaya to kasama sa, kasama sa deferred perpetuity? Hindi to deferred perpetuity. That is only ordinary perpetuity. Diba? Kung iisipin. Wala pala ako ditong problem for deferred perpetuity. Basta ang deferred perpetuity, kung halimbawa, nangyari, na namatay siya on the 5th year, so nagkaroon ng beneficiary, pero, sabihin na natin, nagsimula na maibigay yung annuity, let's say, in the 8th year. Yan, sunod-sunod na ngaya in the 8th year. So, that will 8th year hanggang perpetuity na yan, no? So, wala kang binayaran on the 6th, 7th year. So, nagsimula ka 8th year. So, that will be the time na considered as deferred perpetuity siya. Okay? So, I hope you understand na sana ay naintindihan nyo kung bakit hindi ito considered as deferred annuity. And sana naintindihan nyo yung pagkakaiba ng annuity due sa deferred annuity, sa perpetuity. And yung perpetuity, the difference naman between an ordinary perpetuity and deferred perpetuity. So, yun lang. I hope you understand. And, again, try to solve problems regarding perpetuity and the other different types of annuity, which is the deferred, the annuity due, and the ordinary annuity. Okay, that will be all. Thank you for listening. Bye.